I was having a conversation with my uncle about saints, right?
Ah, yeah.
And he said, well, saints are quite subjective. Like the canonization is quite subjective. Like how, obviously, there's a process to get to like how you determine if somebody is a saint or no.
Yeah.
But he says, well, there's saints in a particular part of the world. Like there's there's a lot of saints in Rome, for example, other than in Africa or in Israel or Bangladesh. You know what I mean? So he's like, well, I don't know. What was the question? He said, like, it's very biased. I don't know, something like that. And I was just thinking, well, in my head, I thought it makes sense because, I mean, it's not a good or a bad thing, but the early Christians were not necessarily, well, probably, they were not black or...
Yeah. Well,
it started in a specific location.
Yeah, it started in the Mediterranean.
Yeah. So obviously the early saints will have specific characteristics. But then at the same time, the church has evolved, like is gone, is universal.
Yeah.
So I think he's right in a way. Like there should be more saints from I don't know.
Well, I think from what I understand.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, obviously the canonization is not the most important thing. We should all aspire to be saints in our daily lives, you know. But I don't know, maybe there needs to be more visibility.
Yes. Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to say, like, I mean, it's great when saints are canonized officially within the church, but that doesn't mean that, like, if you're not canonized, no one is a saint.
No one's
There's plenty of saints who have lived their lives quietly and died and no one knows about them.
True.
Because at the end of the day, like, I mean, you're not going to be able to recognize every saint in the world anyway.
Yeah. That's why you have All Saints Day.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, in regards to there being more like a high concentration of saints historically in certain areas of the world than others, I mean, it just comes down to the history of Christianity in that area and how prevalent it's been and how influential it's been.
I mean, it is just very Western centric, just because it is a Western religion.
I mean, before the
well, is it a Western religion? Its origins are not Western.
I think a large reason why people consider it to be a Western religion is partly because it formed a large basis for like the current institutions in place today in the Western world, even though that's now kind of lost over.
I mean, it's Western in terms of Western civilization was built off fundamentally off of Christian teaching.
I think a large reason as well why it's considered that is because, especially you have the British Empire that spread a lot of Protestant Christianity to its colonies.
Thanks for watching that short clip of Galilee. If you'd like to listen to or watch the full episode, you can find it in our playlist, or you can click on the screen now. God bless, and goodbye for now.